Right, you rowdy lot. Sorry, I was just making coffee. Hopefully you can hear me. And the dulcet tones of NCS. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? It's been a while. Like that. Does that work? I think it does. Adam, welcome in. Dom, nice to see you. Phil, Drew, Neilio and Barry, welcome, welcome. So, coffee, vape, golf clash, 2-hour window in my work schedule, why not? No kids in the house, no wife in the house. What a day to be alive. Welcome, Randy. Let me know if that music's too loud. Seems okay, but it's often different on the stream. So new changes. I think we've got different balls stats or something, haven't we? They look different. I haven't had a play yet. Alright. Oh, so now they tell us the overpower. That's good. Which has always been there, you just had to know what it was in the code. Right, let's have a look then. 2 or 10. 2 or 10, 2 or 10. Welcome in, Robert. Oh, is it hard, is it? Well, we'll find out now. I haven't played a game yet, so this will be the first experience of this new situation. The side spin's changed, I believe. So we'll have a look at that. But yeah, let's go. So we're not far away from meeting our commitment in carnivals, which is good. Probably get halfway towards that today. You can't see the bullseye. Oh dear. Oh dear. So they changed the bullseye as well. Oh yeah, it's green. So what do we mean by 5 rings now? Or is it just the same and they've just added that green bit? Oh well, I guess that's a response to the Force Greats, I suppose. Well done, Barry, you got them eventually. Iceman Barry Fowler. I don't think it's letting us sort the balls, is it, Randy? It's just letting us see what they are. I noticed that there's no packs anymore either, it's just the total number of balls. Right, what wind did we have here? Eek. Oh, that is different. So it's no longer 2.3, it's 1 side spin for a Navi. Interesting. I'm just going to go this way. What is this, a Thor 7? So we'll go 1 to 1. And ignore that horrible green target. That's interesting, eh? Different. Oh wow, that is a strange target. Very different. Don't like it. We'll get used to it though. You can still hit perfect, Phil. That's good. No opening a new pack. Well, that'll be good, Randy. That's nice that they've listened and paid attention to what people have asked for repeatedly. Oh, let me turn down the volume on this. Why does that not work? There we go. So how's everyone doing? New course, new holes. Exciting times. 2 or 9 gets them again, obviously. 2 or 10 never gets anything new, ever, as you know. It's a shame, but I like the look of it, a new course. I haven't played any of it yet. I might have a wee dabble at the end of this stream into 9, just to have a look. The new bullseye reminds me of the really bright bullseye back then. Is that how it used to be, was it? In the early days. I don't know if has it changed anything. It still looks the same size, the yellow ring, but smarter people than me will figure it all out for us, no doubt. This is weird though, with the hard lines around each bar. Not sure I like that. Anyway, it is what it is. As they say, 7.8. Whoa! That was me. Not the thing, that was me. Yeah, shit this update, send it back. No, absolutely, Robert. Gotta get used to it and make the best of it now. Hey Linda, how are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Looks like you could pull it 350. Is he in the hole? There's not a lot of point wasting the ball here. Let's just have a bit of fun instead. So yeah, a little bit rusty. This is the first game I've really played this week. What's that? 8.6. Curious to see if I can hit perfect. I can. When it doesn't matter, I can. It does look tiny with that bullseye now. Yeah, well. We'll get used to it eventually. Eventually. What's up, Tom? Eric, how we doing, Juice? Sand bump. Welcome, Arthur. So we take a loss, game one. That's fine. I'm not sure I like that, to be honest. But as I say, we'll get used to it. We'll have to. We'll have no choice. So you laugh at people, but you run away, Rob. You fucking cretin. What a dick. Right. Oh yes, I love it. Green smiles all around. Thanks, PD. Right, let's go. We need some points. We need some points. Shekhar, welcome. Nice to see you. Right. I don't know how many points I need. I should just look there, shouldn't I? 665. Right. We'll get a good portion of those today. In this session, hopefully. If we can start hitting perfect. Definitely hard to hit perfect, Robert. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't like I actually do like these. Is it easier? I guess it defines 0.x of a topspin better with having those bars round. But yeah. I don't know. It feels harder to hit perfect because that middle bit looks tiny now, but it's probably just, that's all mental. It's all mental. As long as they haven't actually changed what is perfect and what's good and what's great, then we'll be alright. I think. New shootouts are interesting, are they? Have you played some Orpha? I like the look of it when I saw the flyover job. Looks like the forest moon of Endor for all you Star Wars fans out there. I've seen people do this. I don't know. Well, we'll see what he does here. I don't know if there's a lot of value in going all the way over for this. Like, is this a massive funnel? Is it worth not going straight at the pin? So looking at that, I'm just going to ignore the green ring and count the yellow ring as 1, like I always used to. He hit perfect. Guess we'll test this funnel then. It's a fair sized funnel. Checks out. Checks out. Right. So that's mid-ish. At 9, 25% mid would be 5.1. So we'll just play it as we used to do. We'll not have this green thing changing our adjustments. And we'll see. Just. Nearly over adjusted and then, Brennan. Where's the imbalance? Anyway, Matt, welcome in. Nice to see you, dude. Seth, welcome, welcome. The barman is here. Get your orders in. Pradeep knows this funnel well, does he? Right, so we've got this shootout. And we're first. Just play the normal. Which I think is about that. Not my favourite shootout, as many of you will know. I'll tell you one thing though, that green circle in the middle actually might help people when they make adjustments. Oh, Jesus. It's easier to see the middle of the circle now than it was before when it was a yellow ball guide on a yellow circle. Oh shit. Never mind. Right, let me catch up with this chat. Poppy, welcome in. How we doing? Thank you for the good luck. Finding the changes interesting. It's only the second game, so we'll see. We'll see. No, exactly, Phil. If it's all whatever technique you use, it's not changing it, is it? I agree. Mr. Holt, welcome. Why don't we play some Tour 9 and get some new holes? It's all about the points. I mean, don't worry. I'll get to the 8k easily, but I want to get a couple of hundred away today because my grinding time will be curtailed at the weekend. I'm playing real golf on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to. So yeah, I need some points, but we will do some Tour 9. Not on this account because I would never go back to Tour 9 on an account that's closed it ever. So I'll log into one of the others, see if we can get some new holes. And have a bash. I forgot I don't even know the name of it, to be honest. Sequoia Reserve or something like that, I'm not sure. But yes, we'll have a look, see if we can get some new holes. Have they changed anything else? I don't know if they have. Changed anything with the clubs? Don't think so. Just the balls then, eh? Still can't change the order of them though, which is interesting. But it is good that they tell you the where's it gone? This overpower thing, +2 overpower needle stability. So now you can actually see empirically that this ball is better or worse than that ball for shakiness of the needle. That's what that is, which is good. These are advancements. These are progression, I guess. We should be grateful that they're doing some stuff. Mitsu, welcome in, bud. Real golf's overrated. Yeah, we're playing 2 rounds at Rockcliffe Hall, which is a nice wee course near here. We were meant to go away this weekend for our annual trip, but due to the COVID, it's all been... It's James. It's all been cancelled, so something local instead. But it'll be the first time I've swung a golf club since last August, maybe. So it'll be interesting. Oh, nice, Linda. Enjoy that. Very good to have a break. 5-day break. I'm very jealous. I'm not a keen fisherman, but I can imagine it'll be quite relaxing. So James has gone right. I didn't see the wind. This must be an in-your-face wind if he's gone that way. Adrian Redwood, right. That's a straight wind. Actually, you know, it seems... I don't mind that, actually, the borders round the spins. It's probably not a bad thing, that. What are we using, 6-8? Looks like the white ring's got a circle around it now. I haven't hit many perfect shit ever. Let's not blame the Vills either. That's just me being shit. That's just me. It's all me, baby. Robert. I think they want to remove free-to-play players from the game. Now you can't have a full side spin without purchased balls. Of course, because this now has side spin 1. What is this, a Navi? So that was 2.3 bars of side spin in Old Man. I'm going to have to change all the guides, which is... I'm glad I didn't start on Ian's videos to start making guides for 11, because that would have been frustrating. So yes, what was 2.3 is now 1. So what's a Marlin got? Does a Marlin have any? That must have 1 side spin as well. It's interesting though, because people always say, can't we have a ball with more than 3 side spin? And the laws of physics said that they couldn't. But clearly now they're going to have balls with 5 bars of side spin, which must clearly stop you putting so much topspin on, or backspin. Because those are laws of physics. Right. So 9-2. I'll just go 9-2. I actually quite like the... Can you see what I mean though? This seems to have this faint... You can't see it in all the angles, but it definitely looks like it's got an outline, the outer ring, or all of the rings. Short, too short. Marlin's 1, yeah. Well, that's what I would have thought. I would have thought side spin 1 would be the same as what 2.3ish used to be. Otherwise, that's a fundamental change. We'll find out when we start playing some of these shootouts. It's not going to mean a lot of changes for the Tour 10 shootout notes, because most of them, well, not most of them, a lot of them where they use side spin make use of all of the Navi side spins. So instead of 2.3, it'll just be 1. But well, let's see what shootout we get and what difference it makes, if any. So we've got the 3 island one, which will be 25%, 6985. So usually we'd have gone all the right and one back here. So we'll still do that. We'll go a tiny click more. And then 40% recoil. You want to get as high up that hill as you can, because coming down you'll gather a wee bit more pace to get a wee bit close. It's hard to get inside 1.3 here, very hard. 1.4 usually wins, but this guy's a good player, is James. I play James a lot in 2 or 10. So yeah, fundamentally I think side spin values have changed in terms of what they're displayed as, but I would imagine it's the same effect on the ball. Play your shot. What's your shot, Dom? Leave it at the top of the bank. They've made 7 bars of side spin into 5. Each extra side spin ball gives you 1 more bar. Yeah, I think that's accurate. They've taken what was 7 bars of right or left, and it now will only be 5. But I think what Linda's saying, and what I would agree with, is a side spin 1 ball will still behave exactly as it was before. So he's done well. He's right up the hill. This will be inside 1.3. He's a good player, this lad. I like playing him, but I always lose at least one of the games. Little tinker. He's one of the few people, though, who I'll give the third up to. I mean, that doesn't happen. In fact, never happens in 2 or 10. But with this guy, if I win the first 2, I usually just give him the third one. So when we lose the second one, we'll see if he does the same back. I think they've done it at Juice just to sell side spin 4 and 5 balls. Simples as dimples. Dom shot gets you 0.4 of a yard. I need to learn your shot, Dom. Maybe we'll put it in the guides, eh? Send me the details. To a degree, Matthew, yeah. Well, no. Have they... I don't believe you're going to get a ball that is... It might be a power 5, win 5, spin 5. That might exist in future. However, you will not be able to use all the side spin and all the top spin. That's physically impossible. In my opinion. Unless they've just done away with the laws of physics, which is possible. It is Playdemic after all. Right, so this would be 9.4. Did he fly all the way over? Little tinker. Somewhere about there. It is off-putting. That little tiny bullseye is off-putting to your eye when you're trying to play it, or to my eye at least. I might have to just use the counting method every single shot from now on. But we'll get used to it. I'm sure we will. So 1 bar 2.5, 2 bar 4.5. Yeah, I think so, Robert, yeah. Oh, Wamid, in 2 or 10, Tom, yeah. Depends which one you get. Sometimes he's a spam and douche, and other times he's like the nicest guy in the game. I think he might be partial to a beverage, who knows. Vader, welcome in, Mike, how we doing? Lovely to see you. Oh, wait, James, give us a chance, man. Well, we'll find out if he's going to give me the third now. Jesus Christ. Mr. Richardson, here's your ass. I'm handing it to you. fugly. No, I don't like this one. So we'll just definitely makes the middle easier to see, in my opinion, when adjusting, that is. When adjusting. Arna, how we doing? Speed roll. Speed roll. Count quietly. Okay, Barry. Oh dear. He was kind to you, Tom, besides humiliating you. Oh, you must have got the friendly version. Ah, bless his heart. Bless his heart. What a gent. So, we get one back. That's good. Probably one of the best opponents in Tour 10, him, in terms of quality of his play. It's very good. Very good. There's him and there's a guy with an Everton badge who's really good as well. Where's the... Oh, there. Thought they'd taken away the min line. Ooh. Need that. So it's 3.5, 7, 8. 7, 8, 3.5. So I guess the next thing we're going to see is people screenshotting needles that are in the yellow and still aren't perfect. Let's see if that happens, I suppose. I guess it shouldn't now, theoretically, from the look of that new bullseye, but we'll see. We'll see. Now you've got, see, like that kind of stuff, Tom. Once you usually, if you do that first, then you'll get that back. It's reciprocal, normally. Or no. No, I think it's a tour. Well, I know Ian's talked about it. He never take 3 off someone on tour 11 or tour 12. I can't remember. I think when you're both in grinding clans, it's an admirable thing to do, even in 10. Which will be my playground next season for the Tarts push. I was going to try getting into 11, but time's not my friend just now, so nearly max, so should we go 6.5? I've got the doodah graphics on. Let's see what that looks like. Rubbish. You've never beat anyone 2 in a row, so you wouldn't know. One day, Tom. Next season. It's going to happen. I was streaming some 12 last night. I wasn't watching any YouTube. I was watching Billions. The TV show Billions. We've just got a dodgy fire stick thing with that. I don't know what it's called on. You can get all the programs now, so I was catching up on some of those that I haven't seen. Right, shootout we go. So yeah, the shootout, if anybody uses the 2 or 10 guides, obviously they're going to need tweaking a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what we have to change. So where it wasn't full side spin, I'm trying to find an example here. So there was a win there on one of them where you had to use 1 bar left spin, which in old money was just under half of the 2.3 bars available. So I guess that'll become like 0.4 left in new money. Weird. What app do you use to create those guides? I'm trying to make guides for 11. Microsoft PowerPoint, Mitsu, in the first instance, and then just save it as a PDF or export it as a PDF. But you could use anything. Google Slides would do. Anything like that really would be fine. I'm going to try and make some for 11 based on Ian's videos that he's uploaded. So there's 2 or 11 playlists. The thing is, they take quite a while to do, so it certainly won't be done in the next 5 weeks, put it that way. But eventually we'll get round to it, and then we'll do some Tour 9 ones maybe. The things with Tour 9 and Tour 11 is they keep changing the courses every 5 minutes, so it becomes a bit more arduous to keep producing different guides all the time, but we'll see. So if I understand right, side spin 2 ball used to be 4.5 side spin and is now side spin, isn't it? That's exactly right, Arnie, yes. I believe. So the question is, does it play the same? That's what we need to find out. Is 2 side spin and new money exactly the same behaviour wise as doing 10% max 6-4 as what 4.5 was in old money, which it probably will be. So this is all the left, 2.8 back. What do we say? 6-4. The bullseye looks bigger, like, sorry, not the bullseye, the whole thing. Might have to take some pictures and do some before and after analysis. No doubt somebody's done that already, which will be helpful. I think he screwed his up, didn't he? So that's not fun. That's an awful shot, but it's probably enough. Yeah. Not good. Oh, that's my intention, Linda, is just to do the shootout holes. But even that, even doing 9 holes takes longer than you'd think. But yes, that'll be the plan, to do the 9 shootout holes. I'm not doing guides for the entire thing. No way. That would take forever. Cheers, Phil. Thank you for coming, sir. Have a great day. Yeah, exactly, Arnold. So once we get a side spin 5 ball, it's going to be curious to see how much top spin or back spin you can use. Because if you think about well, even a Kingmaker can. It's a Sith Lord. It's a Sith Lord, look. I don't know which Sith Lord it is, but I presume we're doing basics in 1-1, so let's see. Vader, cheeky monkey. So here's an example of how you observe the Shades protocol within 19th hole clans, especially when both clans are grinding. So we'll have a bit of fun with this one. No more ball packs. No, I don't know though what happens if you're on a 9th ball or a multiple of 9, does it still make you pick again? We need to find out. Let's just put a kingmaker on though and see, because you could never use all of the top and all of the right on a kingmaker, could you? So let's just... This guy's going to think I'm going to cheat him, but... So now you can, but when you get a doodah ball, a 5 side spin, thought I was going to hit it. You'll think I was being a silly cock there. I was just testing something, that was all. Yeah. Well, that could be a nice putt, a nice long shaky putt. Let's see. Yeah, half a bar in old money's going to be like, 0.1 in new money done, I guess. Yeah, you could be right, Drew. You cynic. Stroke realist. I mean, it's going to open a whole new avenue of balls, isn't it? That they could never sell before. Side spin 4 and 5 balls, so... Yes, you would imagine the next ball we get will take advantage of that fact, especially if you look at that course that they've unveiled for next week. It looks like side spin and curl, obviously, would be very valuable, because there's a lot of holes. I've only seen the flyover once, but there's a lot of holes with shit in the way, trees, islands of rough and all that stuff. So who would be surprised if we get a side spin 5 ball on sale soon? I wouldn't be surprised. And the other question then becomes, are they still going to stick to this 9 points per ball, like 10 when it's super special, or are we going to see a breakdown in that now and it's just going to become a free-for-all? Who knows? Right. Ugh. So usually we'd go here. Let's just manufacture a shot as well. Fugly. It's one way to stuff it with inside 1.4. Oh dear. Just told you it's hard to get inside 1.4 here. Just do that. 151 ball coming. Yeah, it could be Linda, something like that, I think. I think you're right. It's always been that small. Is that what she said, Lee? Scotty, welcome in, dude. Missed you there. Rep, welcome. Devo, nice to see you. Getting a hole. That's a great shot. That's well played. If he wasn't up against a complete luck box, that would be enough, especially with that ball. Right, so we'll forfeit this, do our duties, and move on. Welcome, Michael. Thank you for the good luck. I don't think they will make our collections worthless by bringing out like 12-point balls and shit. I think they'll stick to their principles of 9 points per ball usual, and sometimes 10 when it's a special one, a Kingmaker X or whatnot. Because imagine all the people that have won the C100 and got those Kingmaker X's. They'd be bitching like Billio if that ball was no longer like the nuts. You know, some of these people at the top of the game, they can cry like better than most of us, so I can't see them trying to piss those people off, to be honest. But we've got a ball that we've got 9 of, because I'd like to see if it does make us reselect. So hopefully you're back. Sorry about that. I don't know why it does it. It's the Streamlabs recording app, I think. But as long as you can still see it. It did make me reselect, for anyone that missed it. Yes, you do still have to reselect when you've picked a ball that has 9. Or probably any multiple of 9. I was merrily talking away to you all. And then I realised the stream had stopped. But yes, you do need to reselect, which is just crazy to make those changes and then not enforce that part of it. Is just mental. It's just lazy is what it is. Enjoy your trip, Linda. Have a wonderful time. I'm sure you will. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just checking something on Messenger. Right, what shoot are we getting now? This old chestnut. I need to learn Arna's shot here. Arna's sniper shot. What's up, Jason? How we doing? Yes, you can hear me. Loud and clear, hopefully. What do you think of it, the small aiming circle? I don't mind it, I don't think, Stuart. I think it makes adjustments to this. If you're one of these people that pulls to the middle of the bullseye, it's probably going to help you be more accurate with that. The fact that we've got that green circle. On this part of it here, I'm not a huge fan, because it makes it seem harder to hit perfect when that target is so small once you pull the ball back. But at the end of the day, if it hasn't changed the mechanics of the shot and you do it by muscle memory or counting or whatever, then it should be fine. Should be fine. Right, so we plug in power 1, 20%, 6.8. We do mid. Do we do mid? Yeah, 3.6. And in that wind we do. So this is a good example. This was all the left in the old money with the nav. So that's going to be 1 now. About 1 and a bit. What do we say? 3.6. I haven't hit a lot of perfects today, which I'm not going to blame on the circle, it's just that I'm shit. Anyway, you can refer to this as the upsell enhancer. Exactly, Mark. I rarely hit perfect anyway, so it's not an issue for me either. Raphael want another? No, we don't have all day to decide, so good luck to him. We'll move on. So yeah, let me do that again just to show you that I wasn't telling porcupines, because if we pick a ball that has 9 of, it's the one with 18 actually, let's see if it, let's do that one instead. You will be asked to reselect it when you go in to the hole, which is alright. I don't think they're going to change top and backspin. They've only changed the side spin because they're going to introduce side spin 5 balls, I believe. So again, we picked the ball that had 18, we need to pick it again, see? Poor, very poor. This way. I'll try to go this way. Run! Just. Sniper shot only works in headwinds. Rule of thumb, if you think you have enough offset, use a little more. I can't remember the spins though, or what you adjusted there or anything. I'll have to get the proper shot from you. Because I'm Goliath and all wins on that hole. But I've seen you and Dom use that sniper shot to great effect. Several times. Yeah, I've got the enhanced visuals on now, but even before I did, the ring edges looked very, like they almost had lines around them. Certainly the white one. That's a lovely shot. Threaded it through beautifully. Well played. Let's turn them off and see what difference it makes. Now let's compare. So yeah, it does seem to have a line round the white ring. And you turn that off. It's still there. It's only the white ring though, I think. I guess we'll find out in the coming days. That's a terrible shot. Terrible. You want a new putter, Stuart? Sorry for that noise. Yeah, you'll never get a new putter, I don't think. Just don't put the ball in those positions where you can't putt it. We usually know where they are. Avoid those positions. But yeah, it does seem crazy that you can't reach on some putts. Your spins are always max back and max side in the opposite direction of the wind. I always go 1-1, just play with that. So. Oh, well, that's cool. Max back, max side, opposite side of the hole, 1-1 offsets. Right. I'll try and remember that, Arna, thank you. Ah, Sean, welcome. It was lucky. It was very lucky, as you could tell. But good game. So your shot was very good for a proper shot. Well played, especially with a basic ball. So thank you for the game. And best of luck for the push. I think Sith are doing okay. Although I know you've got a hard bracket from what Mike's been telling me. So fingers crossed he is. It's Slick. Look who it is. Name change. How you doing, brother? Has the new update brought you back to Golf Clash, Slick? Side spin 5 balls coming. Who could resist? There's an award for a long putt over 40 yards, is there? It's another Sith, I've just realised. Is it? Is this another Sith? Oh my goodness, of course it is. I've just spotted him. What a clown. Right. Let's go tiny bit of topspin, that's about it. Mid number 6 rings. Didn't pay any attention to my opponent at the start of that game. A great shot here seems to cost you more yardage than a normal great shot. Maybe it's the way the hole plays, but that's pretty poor. Pretty poor. Not for you, Steve. Fair enough. Do you have all the clubs? Yes, all the clubs are unlocked, Stuart. They're not all maxed, obviously, but all unlocked. On this account, certainly. Mum's relations from Wishaw, there we go. What's up, Craig? How we doing? So we just had Sean from Sith Lords, now we've got Jouster, who I should probably know who this is, because I'm sure this is someone that was in Hole Hunters with me. And I've only just clocked that we're playing another Sith. So I'd imagine, even though we didn't, well, I didn't notice, maybe I was given some shades at the start, I didn't spot them, but if we win this, we'll forfeit it. The next one. We'll both move on. Slow down. I think we were closer, I'm not sure. I think so. What's up, Ken? How we doing? So we'll quickly give one back. And we'll crack on. Flash the shades. I don't want to go through though. I just want to give him one and then we'll bugger off. And we'll both try and win. Win one of our own. Time is money and all that. Right. How are we doing on points? Let's have a look. I've only put 100 on. That's poor. Poor? Ooh, Keith's still top, look. Ian chasing him down. Actively chasing him down. Ian might be streaming actually for all I know. Right, let's go. So maybe do a few more of these, get a few more points on this account, and then we'll go across and play some 2 or 9 and see if we can get those new holes. How long have I been playing? Since July or August of 2018. So nearly 2 years. Yeah. Probably like 22, 23 months as things stand. I first started playing, I was watching because I quite like real golf in real life, and I was watching the Open. And then when I went on Facebook one day, you know how everybody says, oh, your devices listen to you, they know what you're watching, what you're talking about and all that nonsense. Sure, up popped this advert for Golf Clash, and I gave it a go, and at first I was dreadful. Not that I'm much better now, but at first I was really bad. Really bad. Kept getting like so far and then just losing all the money. And anyway, I always used to wonder, why are people turning the screen sideways? What do they know that I don't? And it turned out they knew a lot that I don't. But once you find Tommy and RJ and Zach, it was back then, you learn how to play. Well, to a degree. As I say, I'm not the best player in the world, by far. And never will be. You meant to go this way in this kind of wind. Don't really know. Four and a half-ish. wild. That could be wet or roughy. Looks wet. Oh well, that's a short haul. On to the next one. RJ changed your game in the early days, yeah. And mine. I think RJ was the first guy I found. RJ, then Tommy. Saying that, we're going to have the same win for our second tee shot. This isn't worth hanging on for. Move on. Move on. Hey Lee, how we doing? I only noticed it at the last minute on the shootout that it was a fellow 19th and a Sith. Sorry for that if you did flash me earlier. You're getting engrossed in looking at too many things when you're streaming, so... But good game, sir. Well played. It's another Sith. That's the Sith logo. It can't be another Sith. Can it? Can it? Okay. Oh dear. Right. It's the Sith Lord show. Or it feels like it. Right. What a horrible wind. $15-2 will go. Should go 13. Oh. Come on, wind. Jesus, that's poor. Ever played Tommy? I played Tommy on when he used to do friendly streams. I played against him really early on, before he knew who I was, I think. Not that I'm anybody, but I do know Tommy now. So yeah, I used to play him on friendly streams. I remember the first time I beat him, or first time I was on the stream, shaking like a leaf playing. It was bizarre. That was before I streamed, obviously. Don't do many friendly streams now, do they? I think Jesse used to do friendly streams quite a lot. I don't think I've done one for a while. Everyone's just so busy nowadays, I guess. But... Right. Where's Arna? Middle of the fairway. Silly question. Where's Arna? Hit that one perfect. Overpowered Nirvana. Still not enough. Not totally. Yeah, I'm only playing basic ball because it's someone I know. So this is Arna from the chat on his Silly Fish account. So this is the third Sith Lord I've had today. It's like they're out to get me, buggers. So there's a few in there. That's Mike from the chat if he's still here, Mike Vader. El Presidente, leading by example, coming up to 17,000 points. What a beast. So yeah, with these kind of guys, we'll use a basic ball, and then what normally happens, we're not sure if Arna's going to do it, if you win the first game you just give the second game back and we just move on, because both of us need points, and there's no point beating your own mates, so to speak. But usually on this tour I'd use a navigator for most holes. Thanks to KK's wonderful video that taught us all how to do that and still win. I don't know, this will be. No good. You're taking all three. Come on then, fight and talk. Fight and talk. Armand, welcome in. Nice to see you. Wasn't joking. You're going to take all three. Look at him. The bully. That's what he is. Quite rightly. Emma, welcome. Nice to see you. 13.8. Ooh, shall we have a little... Oh, you tinker. He's going to have a blast there. He's not taken all three, really. He's a gent. Pin chest. Not much going on. Right. Let's set a number on points, then we'll start playing turn 9. Let's get to 6315. We'll get to 4674. Sorry, not 67315. So we take. Once I win 4 more, we'll play some turn 9. How does that sound? I think though, if you want to see the turn 9 holes, the new holes that is. I was looking at, I think Ben's streaming them now. I think Mr. Ben Kennedy, BK Golf Clash. So hopefully he's found a few of them to give you an idea of how they're going to play. An accidental putt. It's not us. Highest win streak is 67. Wow. Oh, from a new account. I don't think I've ever done that. I always lose one of the first sort of 15 or 20 normally. You just learned about the Shades game yet? It's not really a new thing. The Shades game's been a long running thing. As I said, 19th hole clans do it with other 19th hole clans, but a lot of people do it with other clans completely who they just have alliances with. It is, some people disagree with it entirely. You know, it is what it is. It's a quick way just to have a win each and move on. I think at the very top of the game, there's a lot of it going on. So you've got alliances all over the place, which I know some people don't like, but each to their own. Right, we'll go the backspin way this time. Which will be... Why did that stop playing? There we go. 10%, power 2, 8.7. So back 8.7 and up 3.5. A bit of curl. Oh, a massive great right. Need the wind to help us. Lucky boy, that was a horrible shot. Horrible. Tink, how we doing, brother? Thank you for the good luck, sir. Lovely to see you. They should probably just outlaw forfeiting. That would solve a lot of problems in this game, in terms of tour play and in terms of tournament. Just remove the ability to forfeit. It would clean up at least half of the cheaters immediately. I saw a thing on Facebook where a guy had played, what was it, like 15 of the holes at the weekend in the tournament, and then waited on the 16th, and then had a friend, or two friends I think, forfeit to him on holes 16 and 17 to give him the 200 scores. What a shot! Jesus Christ! Everybody's baking hot against me today. Wow. Full of that, he says. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. So my usual MO is to go 1-1 plus half a ring here, so we'll go 10. And see which side we miss on. Yeah, too much. So how much too much? Half a square too much. Probably should have gone 1-1. Not to worry. Stephen, welcome in. Nice to see you. Mr. Sandbagger in the house. That was an awesome shot from our opponent. Awesome. Cheers, Tom. Enjoy your lunch, sir. Right, let's get back to Navies. You give your brother some coins that way. That's fine. I think a lot of people do that early on, just to build a bankroll. Come on, Lee. Come find us. So that looks like the north. It is. It's Jenny. Slick. You little sweetheart. Don't worry, sir. Do not worry. So is that the main north clan, or is that like the... Yeah, I think that is the main one. I lose track because they differentiate theirs by the dashes at the side, I think, don't they? I'm not sure. Your 6-year-old daughter's even won some games. Excellent. Alright, Lee. Are you up into the low 4,000s as well? You're more than welcome to, sir. Oh, Rockson as well. Rockson streaming some new holes too. Just noticed that. Mr. Rockwood. So, if possible, we'll stick to Navies. Still used to go this way sometimes. Should we go this way today and see? No, I'll go this way. Twice I've hit a massive great right trying to max OP a driver, which is probably just me, but I don't usually miss by that much. Must be subliminal, easy for you to say. That new little target in the middle. It is off-putting, like. It's a tiny wee dot you've got to hit now, but we'll get used to it. Right. I didn't see the wind, was it? What's a headwind? Shit. We might suffer now. We're okay. Happy days. Right, what shootout are we going to have? I'll try and change these guides today, actually, if I can. These Tour 10 shootout guides. Yeah. In light of the new side spins, that is. Right, what we're going to get? Nordic Fjords, Oasis, or Gokasho? The 2 island one. Max plus 35. I mean, clearly perfect was in. I don't know. See, more and more people playing the sniper shot here, where you land across the bunker on the other side with backspin. It's probably a shot I need to start using more, I think. Just realised I'm on top channel. So has anybody played the new holes in Tour 9 or Tour 11 even? I think they're in Tour 11 as well. Anyone can tell us what they're actually like. Are they as tight and tricky as they look like they're going to be? Par 3s, it looked like there was a couple of rough bump opportunities, but until you play them you never really know how they're going to react. So we'll try and get some in. Should we just do it now? Let's do it now. Now, which account is in Tour 9? Probably that one. Probably this one. I might be wrong. What's up, Jonathan? Welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. You've got a rage quit, Arna. Nice. $2,800. This must be Tour 9. Let's just check. Yes. Perfect. Right. So, what are the courses? It's a long time since we played Tour 9. Greenock Point, the new one, in Gemmill Dunes. Let's have some bags. What's the woods? And what's the long iron of choice for Tour 9? Anybody? Do I want the Goliath or do I want the Grizzly? Put the Goliath in for now. I'm going to stick to Hornet, right? And, Grizzly, okay. It's only a Grizzly 7 mine, but I guess it doesn't matter. Should we take the rock as well? Is the rock of any use here? It's only a rock 7. Yeah, let's take the APOC in case we want to do something crazy. You probably want one with a longer wood. That's what she said. I just don't know what the new holes are like, so let's do that. Right, that'll do. Let's make sure this has got some clubs in it. I think we've got that. It's a 7. So yeah, Grizzly 8 numbers. For all it's a Grizzly 7, use Grizzly 8 numbers. In my opinion. Right, that should do us. And we'll have some Marlins if we can. Right, let's see. Can we get some new holes, or are we just going to keep getting holes that I'm terrible at? No VPN, Rahul, and welcome in. Nice to see you. Got the Grizzly off it. Thank you for that. I'm using an iPad Air, so a 10.5 inch iPad Air, and that app there is called Clash Caddy. It just looks different because I've got the are called, night mode, dark mode settings on instead of the white one that you see most people use. Right, let's have a look. We might snipe some of these folks. Also streaming 209, which I think is... Well, we won't get Rock because he's in the States, but Ben's streaming this. It looks like he's got Nick with him as well. And is that Golf Clash Tommy too? I don't know. So, straight in, new hole, fantastic. So you wonder how much of these trees are going to... Just pop it here and see what happens. Have a look. I like the look of them though. Looks like a nice bit of scenery. Is that a watermill we've got? Nice. How do you turn dark mode on? In the settings. In the settings. I think it's in... It must be in the settings in your iPad, if that makes sense. So if you go into your iPad settings, then the app settings for this, it must be there. Because it's not in here. So this looks like in the right wind it's go for the green, eh? Let's see what this guy does. Second thoughts. Welcome in, asshole. Nice to see you. So when we get to the shootouts, by all means shout up if you know what I should be adjusting. For any hole that is, because it's a long time since I've played 9. So Jamwell Dunes will be a complete lottery. This is obviously brand new. What was the other course? I should be alright on the other one if I can remember. So I'm not really bothered about trophies. If we lose them all, we lose them all. I guess to start with, you go straight at things until you find funnels and whatnot. So we'll do that. Backspin into a headwind, not a good idea. Greens look quite big. See, there's a wee line round the square, round the hole, the same way there was on Acacia Reserve when that first came out. So it looks like a better idea to go where he's gone, further down that left fairway. It did look like there might be a few sticky spots or funnels. Sticky spots and funnels. Discuss. Every hole seems to have one now. But I guess we'll find out next week once we play the holes over and over and over. See the square around the hole? Bit weird that. Bit weird. This old chestnut. Can't remember what it is now. 20%. This could be in the rough. Need to watch me some Kimmy. Fucking hell. Whee! So that won't be winning. Cheers, Stevie. Have a good day, sir. Lovely to see you, bud. Right, let's just forfeit this. So yeah, I guess Kimmy will be playing the 2 9 holes today as well. Right, let's see if we can get another one. Easy peasy, Arna. Talk about not having a clue what you're doing. I need to remember that one side spin is now not what one side spin was. It's more. So this is all guesswork. I think this used to be like 15% max, so we'll do 6 rings or so. We'll do that, whatever that is, 6.5. Let's see what it does for us. A wee bit better. What's up, John? How we doing? So what would 15% max have been? I don't know what the wind was. It was 5.9, wasn't it, or something? 6.2. Close enough. Yeah, I think so. Dr. Evo. Just takes some getting used to, won't it? This is the thing. Like anything new. Curious why the when you pull the ball back though and you get that little bullseye to aim at when you take your shot, why do the ring colours not match the ring colours on the ground? Green in the middle. Strange. Yeah, I can't remember the Jamal Dunes holes either. I don't like tour 9. I've never liked tour 9 ever. Tour 9 for me is get through it as fast as you can and never go back. And it always seems to get the new holes, doesn't it? Like it has this week. Same with 11. It never seems to be 12. It's always 11 and 9, not 10 and 12. I mean, 10's crying out for new holes. But you never know. So play it on 11. Not today. At least we're second, so we can see what we shouldn't do here. this second tees? It is second tee. So the tournament this played max plus 15. Bounce over. Let's see how many rings he goes here. So 8.9 nearly. So he's gone 1-1 plus 1. Let you finish 10 before new holes are added. So 1-1 plus 1 was too much. If we play a similar shot, we'll just do 1-1. It's going to have to be. So we'll go 8.5. Might be too much backspin that. Close enough. Kimmy says plus 15 mid. Ah, should have read that first. So what would plus 15 mid have been? Yeah, about 1-1 plus. Sorry, about just under 1-1. Good, good. It's always tempting to do the rough punt there, but once your opponent's messed up, especially, no point then. Well, not messed up, but 2 rings is now 1 ring. Yeah, so I'm just ignoring that completely. I'm not accounting for that being 2 rings. 5.5 is what 5.5 used to be. 6.6 will be what 6.6 used to be. I'm not changing my ring values for this new inner ring we have. I will take a picture of this and go and look at an old stream and see if the yellow ring is still the same size as it used to be, which I think it is. I think they just added that green centre bit. You'll be welcome. Doug, nice to see you, sir. How are we doing? It'll be the same. It'll be the same. I mean, that would be a fundamental change. A bit like changing the side spin, but it's good that they're changing things though. I think there's more to come as well. I think they're going to hopefully have new game modes and all that nonsense soon, which would be nice. So we did get a Thor 6 on this account halfway through last week, which is a treat. See if we can get it in the middle of the fairway. It does all roll back to the middle, so that's probably too far actually. Too far maybe for a thorn. Although it'll be a hornet. We've got the hornet in now, haven't we? Yes, we have. Let's see. Rish, welcome in, brother. Nice to see you. The vague comments about tournament bracketing. Is that in the narrative for the update in the hub, is it? I haven't read that. Are they going to change tournament bracketing, are they? They need to. Interesting to see how they do it. The next course should be in a cave. Just no wind. No wind effect. Random hole select for the amount you want to play for. That would be nice, Jason, I agree. Yeah. Stipulate your coin amount and just hit spin and you get any hole in the game. I think that's what some people say Tour 13 should be. All the holes. Every single hole. Which would be that would be a lot of holes. So we are too far for a hornet, which is a shame. So instead of that, we'll do a nearly max 9-1, so 1 to 1-ish. Nope, not today. Dunk. I haven't got the thorn on. I've got the hornet on now, so I can't do any dunks. Not I used to do a lot of dunking anymore. Dunking's a phase that we all go through. It's like a teenage phase, dunking. For a wee while there, you think dunking's the best thing since sliced bread. And you do it every opportunity you can. You soon grow out of it. Or I did, at least. Usually when you start missing them all, like I did. It's all good, Rish. I think a lot of people are getting busy now, work. I know I am. Very, very busy. Still try and catch some streams, but less than I used to, for sure. We're talking in Sith chat, you're bringing out new golden shot shots. Of course, they'll have changed it, won't they? I think I've played my golden shots, but yeah, they'll have to change, won't they? Oh, new hole. And we're second. Good, right. Has anyone played this? Anyone got any thoughts? Obviously, we'll look for a rough bump. Who would be crazy not to look for a rough bump? So he was in driver. So if you want to play a rough bump from the second tee, it looks like the rough by the green is going to be driver distance. And we've got the 4 on, so we'll maybe have a go. Juicy. Too kind, brother. You really are. Absolute legend. Give Juice some love, everyone. What an absolute gent. You need to stop. You need to stop. I love you, sir. And not just because you've just given me $20. And what's happening with Rainmakers? Are we not? Is the push not on now in the next but one season? Because if that's the case, then I don't need to move. Ruby out. Looks a wee bit downhill. So that's min. Of course, we've got no side spin here, so can't learn a lot, to be honest. Stick it there. Just to get an idea. Oh shit. So that rough is on a slope and this hole is far more downhill than I thought. What did I adjust there? About 5 rings. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we haven't got all day, sir. What were you going to say? Somebody said something about the balls, blah blah blah. So that's what they say there. This hasn't reduced how much spin is added to a side spin ball, although it will allow slightly more top or backspin to be applied in the use of side spin. So that makes sense, right? So they're categorically saying 1 bar of side spin in new money is exactly 2.3 bars in old money. That's what that reads to me. Improvements to the perfect zone. Blah blah blah. The really serious have not changed. There will be no difference how the game plays, but so that's just to stop Barry moaning. That's what that is. Right, okay. And then what's this? Going forwards, blah blah blah. tournament bracket and ranking systems and exciting news around tournament win conditions. Course rotations. So it sounds like they're doing all the right things. That's quite good, actually. Kudos to them. They've not just been sat on their arse doing bugger all. Which is good. I guess we'll see what happens though. So that is good. Changes to tournament bracketing, ranking systems, and it sounds like we're going to get variable wind for tournaments as well, which is something a lot of people have asked for a while. I think what a lot of people fail to realise is that there will still be the best players winning every week, because that's actually going to make things harder if the wind differs. But we'll see. We will see. PJ, welcome, sir. Catch you later, Stuart. Thank you for popping in, sir. Yeah, they should have included Happy Now, Barry. A direct response to the Iceman. It's fair enough, though, if that's what they're saying, and that's what they've said all along, that the entire of the yellow isn't perfect, then show that. But you can bet your bottom dollar Mr. Fowler will be screenshotting every great ball and zooming in to check if he was in fact in the green. And it'll only be a matter of time. You have weird visual artifacts on your bullseye. Well, this is interesting. I refuse to use anything more than a moron, so we'll just go here. Mainly interested in getting to shootouts if we can, to see the new holes. But I'll have to watch back. As I say, Ben Kennedy's been streaming some new holes. I think Rock has, by the looks of it. No doubt several people will, through the course of today and tomorrow and this weekend. Give Masters a go. Well, that's it, new course. Nobody knows. Nobody has any prior knowledge, so you just want to know the elevation. You're happy to play. Don't need to know the exact wind direction yet. Oops. But obviously, elevation, depending on how you play the game, elevation can change based on wind direction, can't it? So there's only one true elevation, as great players often say, but the direction of the wind can change the way you play it. They also say they fix needle skips, so they finally recognised they had an issue with the nail. Did they say that, Mitsu? I didn't read that bit, but well, that's, yeah, I guess that's an admission then, isn't it? If they've said they've fixed something that was a problem. At the end of the day, at least they're doing stuff. You know what I mean? They don't need to. They obviously make enough money as it is, so it's good to see them doing something, even if it's not all at once and it's maybe not all what we wanted. The balls are a good example. Why not just remove that need to reselect though? If you're in 9, 18, 27, 30, you know, if you've got a multiple of 9, why do we still need to pick the ball again? A bit weird, but anyway. See you later, Jason. Take it easy. Right, this is a new one. Doesn't help that we've only got one bar of side spin here, to be honest. But Looks like it's a slope right by the hole. Felt a wee bit like that Ko Hong hole there, the one that was the easy hole in one, with the fairway that kind of goes up and then down again, then up again. See what this guy does. I don't think there'll be a rough bump here. It looks, unless we get a side spin 5 ball released in time, who knows? Who knows? When's the Golden Shot Guide update being released? I didn't look at, so Golden Shot must have changed then, I guess, has it? In which case I will actually do a new guide for anyone that hasn't played Golden Shot yet. Oh, that's good. Well played. So let's see what they did. Alright, mate. Milking it a bit now, aren't you? No, he's one of these, right. Let's go see what he did, though. So 12.9. Would have been 15.2, max 20. 3 back, 1 right. Oh well, we can't read much into that adjustment. It was a bit, I'll just put it here and see what happens. Let's see where he lands though. Kind of where he was aiming, to be fair. Nice. Nice. I'll play a few more, come on. See if we can get some proper holes instead of Jamel Dunes and the other one. Even the trees are in play on the new holes, don't ask me how I know. That's good. Tight lines and all that. Asif, welcome. Nice to see you. 20 seemed too much when you played this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What hole is this? What hole is this? Oh, that one. Which tee are we on? Keep forgetting it's not a Thor 7, you can't just do 1-to-1 plus or minus a bit. No idea how to play these holes, to be honest with the Marlin. Drive it in the rough seems sensible. Maybe even sand. Fucking hell. Have we got many trophies in this? Because if we haven't, I might just lose these. I might just forfeit unless we get a new hole. Let me just see how many trophies we've got in 9. I don't really want to dump all of those forfeiting, but we'll see. Binky, what's up? How we doing? Was that a new hole? It was. Has felt a bit harder to grab the middle of the bullseye for these adjustments, to be honest. Might just be me though. There's a lot of trees here. Oh shit. Let's clip the rough. You've just played this one. Nice. It's got this wee passage to the left that it offers you. If we've got a nice wind here, you could see a hook shot being quite profitable, possibly. So it looks like quite a lot of elevation on some of these holes. Is this guy trying to thread it in there? It's always nice when new holes come out and nobody's got a clue what they're doing. See some curious shots. Yeah, maybe 2200 does win, you'll be. Maybe you're right. True, Devo. Looks like there's plenty of opportunity to stick it in bad spots, but I think I'll be having fun with it next week, to be honest. So if you do go this way, you're still miles away. So you need to be on this fairway to make any use of that. Can we blast it? These trees are quite annoying, eh? Let's just lay it up then. Take our medicine. What's up, Howard? How we doing? So this is a massive elevation drop from here. Look at that. It's like plus 50. We haven't even got a thorn in, so we can't dunk it. We'll have to play properly. So he's going to reach, probably. So it does look like you want to use the bottom, the right side fairway here, not the way we've both gone. This doesn't look very tasty. I'd be trying to bounce over, I think, if I was him. Come back onto the fairway. Bit of top, bit of left. Looks like it's right at the bottom of a wee gully, that hole, that green. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'd be staggered if the next ball's not a side spin 5 ball. Absolutely staggered, aren't I? It will be interesting to see what effect that has on power hoop numbers and stuff. Look how downhill that is. Even now it's still downhill. It's well played. Should get a good view of it here, yeah. Interesting. Quite like to not use. It's going to be another one where you can't get close to the ball to adjust. The target, sorry. A bit eagle peakish. Rubbish. Yeah, I think so too, Juice. Why not just offer it as an in-game option, even if people have to buy it? I mean, on courses like, well, not courses, but holes like this or Eagle Peak where you can't get close to the target to adjust, it is a massive advantage. I agree. Which technically everybody can get, but If you don't want to jailbreak your device, then why should you have to? Turn at right angles, do exactly. A rematch in Tour 9. Hold the phone. Wowzers. Oh, don't watch this, I see, for learning Tour 9. Go and watch Kimmy. She's got some very good content. And many others do as well, but I think it's Kimmy's ball of choice, the Katana. Maybe we should start using a better ball here, just to, certainly in the new holes, just to give ourselves a chance at making some shots. One of your favourites, Juice? Oh, I hate it. Hate it. Right, this old chestnut. Actually, should we do the Pete Johnson special? The double rough bump. So, how are we doing, sir? He likes Scottish company. Tour 9 can be brutal if you're just starting it. I mean, be prepared to lose a few buy-ins. Don't be frightened to use a good ball. You know, use a Titan, use a Katana, use a Kingmaker if you really need to, or really think you need to. That's a nice win for me. Straight tailwind. But yeah, other than this course in Tour 9, I obviously haven't played much of Jamil Dunes, and the new course is the new course, so it's probably not a bad time to go into 9 in that sense, because even the people that have lived in there for years won't know these holes as well as they would have done 2 months ago. Andy, how we doing, sir? Nice to see you. Right, so I'm not going to play to win. I want to try and get a shootout. But if you were playing to win, there's a wee rough bump here. Look. So we have the 11.1. I can't remember if it plays at elevation, but mid would be 10.1. Just do that. Looks like it probably should be elevation. So we will miss that one and hopefully get a new hole for the shootout. Matt, welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. So I think we've had 2 of the 3 par 3s from the new course. Someone needs to teach me how to pronounce it. Don't know how to pronounce the name of it. So I'm not even going to try until I do. For now it'll be the one with the big trees. I'll call it the Endor course, because it looks like the moon of Endor. Some things are good, some things aren't, Andy. I think the introduction of side spin 1 being 1 bar, 2 being 2 bars, etc., I think that's probably a good thing in the long run. Certainly lets them sell more balls, which the cynic in you would say was the objective, but yeah. I don't like the fact that they still make you reselect a ball even though they've taken the notion of packs of 9 away. You still have to pick that ball twice for some reason. Don't know about this green circle. I'm going to find out later if the introduction of that green circle on the ground has made any difference to the other rings. I don't think it has, but I'll be curious to know. And I think it makes it harder in your mind to hit perfect, because when you pull back here when he goes to take his shot, now you're looking at a very small bullseye for perfect, which has to put you off. But that will be something we get used to. So, mixed reviews from me so far. Was he playing the rough bump there? I wasn't paying any attention. Sequoia, is that how you say it? So, not a huge fan of this. Not a huge fan. Seeing as he's done what he's done. We'll just try and do this. Oof. I think we might have lost. Terrible. Anthony, how are we doing? Nice to see you, sir. No, we're still on. One more. Come on, Warner. Good lad. Yeah, you're going to have to not... You can't be looking at that tiny dot on a phone trying to hit it. You're just going to have to do muscle memory or like count or whatever. It seems harder, but you'll get used to it. Everyone will get used to it. You have no choice, so you'll have to. Perfect pronunciation. Right, so let me... Where was it? Sequoia. I'll have to remember that. Sequoia. Sequoia, Sequoia, Sequoia. Is that right, Jim? Is this the first time you've heard me lambasting? Well, that's good to see. T-Bone, how we doing? If we'd had a headwind here, I would have just forfeited it, because when you're trying to play with Marlins, this is not a good hole to get in a headwind. We'll probably still screw it up anyway, but we'll see. So I think this was 20, I can't actually remember. 10.4. It's not going to be 10.4 though, is it? It's going to be... Should we treat ourselves to a quasar for a bit of spin, actually? So about 8.2. Right, now we can forfeit. What a waste of a quasar, you bell end. Quite a few things, T-Bone. Changed the way the balls are displayed. As you can see now, the bullseye's got a green ring in the middle. Side spin amounts have been changed, so where a navigator used to be 2.3 bars side spin, it's now 1. So side spin 1 is 1 bar, side spin 2 is 2 bars, so on and so forth. So that leads to the introduction of side spin 5 balls, which will be interesting. They seem to have taken away the idea of packs of balls. You only have a total number of balls now. but you still have to reselect one if you're on a multiple of 9. I can only assume that's an oversight and they're going to remove that. Right, let's just get out of here, because this lad doesn't strike me as someone who's playing to tie and get to shootouts for the new holes. Unless we can... No, we can't. Hang on. Well played, sir. Good luck. Yeah, Kimmy. Someone dropped Kimmy's link. She's all over Tour 9. Like a rash. Right, give us a new hole. Come on. Woohoo! New hole. Hopefully we go second as well, so we can get a wee look at what he does. Maybe not. Right, so... There's a lot of trees on these courses, eh? A lot of trees, right. Let's leave the quasar on just to give ourselves a chance, because we're going to be... It's a par 5, I'm guessing it must be. We actually want to get as far down as we can here. Give it some beans, not too much though. Seems like a wide fairway, should be okay. He says, touch wood. Shit! That'll do. So this looks like it is a par 5, I think it must be. Let's see. But in the right wind, you could probably knock it round that corner on the other fairway. It'll be interesting though, because with all these trees in the way, you would have thought slices and hooks might be off the menu. So maybe this is all for the side spin 5 balls that are going to come out, or I think are going to come out. I'm trying to think when they release them. Is it usually a Thursday or a Friday, or is it even a Saturday? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, Jim. I think that might be an oversight. Maybe they'll fix that in a future update. It's a lot of trees, Mark, isn't it? So from here, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's just going to be awkward, all of this. A bit curl. A bit juice and a bit curl. See, the thing is, too late now. Too late. I don't know what's around me. You need to be aware of your spatial awareness. Looks important on this course. Because I didn't know if there was a tree to my left there. I could have easily just hit a tree with that shot. So it doesn't look too hard to get down there in 2, but can we get an Alba chance at this? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Saturday for the new balls. Thank you, Mark. Makes sense. What's up, Adam? How we doing? It's just a lot of trees, isn't it? It's a lot of trees. So he's gone full curl. Let's see if he hits anything. That's a good shot. It's a good shot. Do we think he'll make that? I think he will, don't you? So we will We will put it in. And we'll have faith in our man to make that shot. So yeah, the middle of the bullseye is definitely smaller, but it depends how you play. I don't really look at that when I'm, especially on chips like that. It's just a count. I always count 1, 2, and then let it go. So if you play drives and long irons and stuff the same way, it shouldn't be too much of an impact. Right, I'm just going to get a drink while he taps that in. Actually, no, I'm not, because I may miss the shootout. I'll wait till the shootout. Good, 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 good. Keep getting these Jamil Dunes, which I have no idea how to play. We just play it like we did in the tournament, left side cup in the fairway and they're off. That's what he's doing. Oh no, he's changed his mind. It's almost like they had it planned out, Jim, isn't it? We'll launch a Spades in 5 ball, so we'll have a course that is probably going to require the use of it. Call me a cynic. So if they do give a ball side spin 5, that leaves them 4 points worth of other attributes. So, and it's strange though, because didn't it used to be wind, spin, power? Is that how we used to refer to balls? Or no, power, spin, wind. I don't know. But a ball that has side spin 5, power 2, wind 2 will become quite the ball. I can't remember what we did here. I think it was like 3 back in the tournament. Just go there. We'll go there and we'll go 1 to 1. Oh, no, we'll not, because it's annoying. Sorry about that. I think you may have lost me there for a wee bit. If I'm back, that is. I might not even be back. Hopefully you can hear me again. This app's really not ideal, this Streamlabs app. But that's probably it trying to tell me to get off. So I'll do a couple more, then I'll bugger off and I'll leave you to your Wednesday, Thursday is today. All the days blend into one. Thursday afternoon. I'm going to get a drink though while we start this, so let's go and make a coffee. Dilson, welcome in. Radu, nice to see you. Sorry for the small intermission. Of course, have we got here? I don't know. I don't know how you play this one. So we'll do that and see what happens. And we'll put the kettle on. What's this? He's got a Liberty ball out. In turn 9, Mark. Don't do it. Right, where are we? Where are we? Should be tempted into this nonsense. Nope. Right, there we go. Willie, how we doing? Nice to see you. Does the green ring count as half a ring or just don't bother? I'm currently not bothering with it. But I am going to take some pictures, some screenshots of clubs with the same ball at max distance and see what the rings look like, just to check. But when you can't see the green ring there where he is now, and it looks like it used to look. It doesn't look. Maybe does the yellow ring look bigger, or am I just convincing myself of that? I don't know. I'm sure brighter people than me will have worked it out soon and tell us. But I mean, if it has changed the ring sizes, that's a fundamental. You know, the app makers then have a lot of work to do, because all your numbers in your app will be wrong. So, who knows? Maybe PD might have done that just to screw with people. Thor 6 and Nirvana 6. On this account, Devo, I've done well in. I think I paid for the Thor 6. I got that up to 6 by using gems. But this is Baby Ruby. It's not like it's hardly played any games. It's 2.3 thousand. But mainly, I would say mostly always tournament games. You still miss McDilson. There's some reassurance in that. I used to miss and I still miss. So all is well. Right, we've had this before, but I think it played about 20. We'll redo 15. No, we'll do 20 because it's a headwind. So actually, should we use the... Let's do something crazy. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So even that, which wasn't max, was max plus 20. Sorry, it was mid. I played mid, 10.1. From way back where my crosshair is now. Quite an undulating fairway though. Could be a driver this in the tournament, depending on the wind, we'll see. Tommy says the yellow ring is 0.2 wider than the other rings. Do you mean he said that before today, or he said that since the update, Asif? Because he did a video a wee while ago, didn't he, about pulling over the bullseye or not, pulling to the middle or over the bullseye. So I think the 0.2 wider relates to that. But yeah, we're going to need some screenshots to see the ring sizes. I guess a sniper at max using the same power ball would be the best example. Well, not the best, but one of the easiest to get. That's not a bad shot either. Michael, how are we doing? Nice to see you. Oh well, Take that one. Right, we'll try one more against Mark if he wants it. Otherwise, we may call it there. Pin chest. Seems a good time to stop. So there you go. Some tour 10s, some tour 9s, some new holes. Not too many. And a wee look at the new setup and features. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming. As I said, there'll be loads of people on today doing tour 9 holes, trying to get Sequoia. I think that's Sequoia. The new holes, whatever they are. Plenty from 9. You probably find, hopefully Ian will be streaming some 11 so we can see what they look like from the third tees. But yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll maybe try and do a stream tomorrow, similar sort of time, with audio, and hopefully by then I'll have some answers for you in terms of the ring sizes and stuff. I will look to do an updated golden shot guide and put that out. I'll certainly send it to Tommy, so it'll be on his website, and I'll drop it in a few chats if I manage to get one done. So yeah, Sequoia, there we go. I'll write that on a post-it note and stick it down because I'll keep forgetting. But anyway, so best of luck to you. Thanks for coming. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.